In a peaceful village, there lived a young man named Rehan. He had everything a person could wish for: a loving family, good health, and enough wealth to live comfortably. However, despite all this, Rehan was never truly happy. He often felt empty, restless, and dissatisfied with life. He believed that happiness would come when he achieved something great. So he kept postponing his happiness, thinking, "I will be happy when I get a high-paying job. I will be happy when I buy a big house. I will be happy when everyone respects me." But no matter what he achieved, his happiness never lasted. His parents noticed his sadness and often told him, "Happiness is not found in things. It is found within you." But Rehan never understood their words. One day, Rehan heard about a wise old monk who lived in the mountains. It was said that he knew the secret to true happiness. Desperate to find answers, Rehan decided to visit the monk and learn from him. After a long journey, he finally reached the monk's small hut. The old man welcomed him with a smile. Rehan bowed and said, "Master, I have everything I need, yet I feel empty. No matter what I achieve, happiness never stays. Please tell me, how can I find true happiness?" The monk listened carefully and then said, "Come with me. I will show you the path to happiness." The monk led Rehan to a riverbank and handed him a heavy bag full of stones. "Carry this bag and follow me," the monk instructed. Rehan lifted the bag and followed the monk. But after walking for a few minutes, the weight became unbearable. He asked, "Master, this bag is too heavy. Can I put it down?" The monk smiled and said, "Son, this bag is like your worries, regrets, and fears. You carry them everywhere, and they make your life heavy. If you want to be happy, learn to let go of unnecessary burdens." Rehan understood the lesson. He dropped the bag, and for the first time in a long while, he felt lighter. Next, the monk took Rehan to a small hut where a poor farmer lived with his wife and children. The family welcomed them warmly and offered them simple food. Rehan was surprised by their kindness. He asked the farmer, "You have so little, yet you seem so happy. How?" The farmer smiled and said, "Happiness is not about having everything, but appreciating what you have." The monk added, "Son, people chase after more and more, thinking it will make them happy. But true happiness comes from being grateful for what you already have." Rehan thought about his own life. He had always focused on what he lacked, never appreciating what he had. The monk then took Rehan to a marketplace, where a rich man was distributing food to the poor. The man looked genuinely happy as he helped others. The monk turned to Rehan and said, "When you give without expecting anything in return, your heart fills with joy. True happiness is not in receiving, but in giving." Rehan watched as the poor people smiled and blessed the rich man. He realized that he had spent his whole life chasing happiness for himself, but had never tried to bring happiness to others. As the sun began to set, the monk and Rehan sat by a beautiful lake. The monk said, "Son, tell me, when are you the happiest?" Rehan thought for a while and replied, "When I am fully present in the moment, like when I enjoy a beautiful sunset, when I laugh with my family, or when I focus on what I love doing." The monk nodded. That is the secret. Most people live in the past, regretting things they cannot change, or they live in the future, worrying about things that haven't happened yet. But happiness is found only in the present moment. Rehan finally understood. He had been looking for happiness in the wrong places, chasing success, worrying about the future, and never appreciating the present. With a heart full of wisdom, he thanked the monk and returned to his village. From that day onwards, Rehan stopped worrying unnecessarily. He practiced gratitude, started helping others, and lived in the present moment. And for the first time in his life, he felt truly happy. Happiness is not something you find in the future. It is within you, in this very moment. If you want to be happy, 1. Let go of unnecessary worries. Don't carry emotional burdens. 2. Be grateful. Focus on what you have, not what you lack. 3. Help others. The joy of giving is the greatest joy. 4. Live in the present. Stop regretting the past and fearing the future. Happiness is not a destination. It is a way of life. So are you ready to be truly happy?